Okay, for your assignment today, we are going to read about a woman named Sojourner Truth, and you're going to put some facts about her life in chronological order. So, one thing I want to point out down here about the timeline is it kind of goes every other. If you notice just the line that's going through in the middle of the boxes, then you'll see kind of like the stems coming off of the boxes. So, the first thing that we're going to point out about her life is going to go in this box. Then the second thing, or the next thing that would come, and then up, and then down, and then up. I am going to read through this for you, but then after that, I'm pretty much going to let you guys work on your own. You don't need complete sentences down here for the boxes, as long as I can just tell what it is that you're talking about. So don't give me so few words that I'm not really sure what you mean. But let's read really quickly about Sojourner Truth. Like many slaves, Sojourner Truth spent much of her young life unable to read or write. At the age of 30, Sojourner already had 5 children. Although her master promised her freedom, he changed his mind. At this point, she decided to run away to New York. While there, she earned money as a maid and a cook. Sojourner was much happier, but she wanted more. As time passed, she felt a calling. Sojourner left New York at the age of 46 to go on a lifelong trip. She left with a bag of clothes and 25 cents. She would go on to give speeches for freedom and against slavery for more than 30 years. She also went to the country's first meeting on women's rights. President Lincoln was so impressed with Sojourner that he invited her to the White House. Whether it was her singing gospel in Dutch, quick wit, her tall appearance, or her deep voice, Sojourner stood apart from the rest. Crowds followed her on her travels through 21 states. She funded her travels by selling her life story. So what you're going to do is you'll start, like I said, this is the very first box that you'll start in, and maybe I'll even help you a little bit. So one of the earlier points in her life was that maybe we'd start at age 30. She already had 5 children. So that's probably what I'd put in the first box. That could be like the first life event that's brought up here. Obviously, she had, 30 years before this, but they don't talk about that in the article. So I would, put 5 children at age 30 in this first box. Then you're going to find 4 other points in her life, but they have to match the timeline, meaning they have to be in sequence, they have to be in chronological order, they have to go with the timeline of her life. And when you're finished with this, you're going to turn this page in. Remember, it has the practice assignment that we just did together on the other side. So I'm going to take a participation grade on that side and then also grade you on this side. So make sure that you have both of those turned in on this page. If you have any questions, please make sure that you Canvas message me, and I'm happy to help with whatever you need.